Welcome to Negocios with Bisila Bokoko. I'm extremely happy because today we're going to speak about Spanish. We're going to speak about the language of Spanish here with Donna Radeka. And yes, she's been many, many years speaking Spanish. And we want to know a little bit more about this business of Spanish languages in the United States. But before we do that, I would like to welcome you, Donna.
Oh, pues mucho gusto. Bueno, mucho gusto y conocerte. Hello, Bisila. It's such an honor and almost a privilege to be here. So thank you for inviting me. Yes, my name is Donna Radeka, and I'm a Spanish teacher. And recently I started Sonrisa, which is a comprehensive digital Spanish language community for all of us who absolutely adore the Spanish language and the Hispanic literature and cultures worldwide. So that is in brief what I can say about it. But of course, we can speak a lot because speaking about Spanish, also like long time ago, I'm from Serbia. I studied Spanish and Spanish language and Hispanic literatures. I got a degree, and for a while, I worked as a public relations consultant in el Instituto Cervantes de Belgrado in the Cervantes Institute. So that was an amazing experience because even then I realized that practically the Spanish language will always be in demand. There are so many people who just love the language and who are craving to know more about the Hispanic cultures worldwide, the current trends. So I just wanted to join that group and be one of those who can help with my knowledge and with my experience. And in 2008, I got a green card on lottery. So I decided to move to New York City. And in the last 10 years, I've been teaching Spanish in one of the most recognized independent schools in New York City, such as the Brearley School, York Prep, and I currently teach courses at the Columbia University in New York City in collaboration with the ABC languages.
To adults and children and all kind of students, right?
That's a great question. Yes, first I was teaching middle and high school students. That was really nice experience because all my students immediately told me that they understand that they want to learn Spanish and speak Spanish because in the United States it's almost implied. The employers almost like expect from you that you speak Spanish because that makes you more marketable and more successful in any industry. So they were really, truly, truly wanted to learn Spanish. But in the last 3 years, I focused in teaching businessmen and business women who would like to work with in Latin America and in Spain. Also people who would like to travel to and explore the culture, and also people who just love the language. As I said, there are a lot of people who have Spanish on their bucket list, and they just say, this is my dream. I just want to learn Spanish.
And what about you? You've been from Serbia. How did you get in touch with Spanish and why?
That is such a wonderful question. People keep on asking me, do people speak Spanish in Serbia? Because they're confused. How come someone in Serbia speaks Spanish? Well, in Serbia, Spanish is, believe it or not, very popular. They're serious studies, and a lot of students and people who seriously speak and study this language. I was one of them simply because I love the Spanish language, and I am absolutely impressed and inspired by the Hispanic cultures worldwide. So that was the main reason. And then I got the opportunity to learn more, to travel to Spain, to Mexico, Latin America, Peru, and I got more familiar.
And tell me something. Why the name of the company is Sonrisa, and what Sonrisa does?
Sonrisa, first of all, is a beautiful word. It means smile in Spanish. And in my opinion, bringing a positive energy in anything you do is a game changer. So that is actually the message. And especially in learning languages, any foreign language. Learning it is a process, sometimes very demanding process, and we're all busy. I teach adults in private and group classes. So first of all, in Sunrisa, we bring a lot of joy and a lot of fun in learning the Spanish language. That keeps people motivated. And if they're motivated and if they're sure that they can succeed, they will do it. So, that is like one of the most important components and values that Sonrisa contributes or brings. And speaking about Sunrisa, Sunrisa is a comprehensive digital language community. What does it mean, actually? Comprehensive means that we teach Spanish within the context, cultural context, and by following the current trends in Latin America and in Spain. Because learning Spanish without a context is not easy. People like to travel, people like to work with people worldwide, around the world. And usually, even if they know how to communicate, they're not sure if that is appropriate, how the culture reacts, or what they exactly have to do. I completely understand that because I'm a language learner myself, so I find it as a really important component. So that input is, I would say, critical. And also we insist on connection with the people who speak Spanish. Now it's much more easier because we are going digital, we are going global. So in our classes, we're literally connecting live with people from Peru, Mexico, Colombia. So our students have opportunity to discuss on current topics and on current issues and trends with people who are in those countries, which we simply cannot do easily in in-person teaching.
And do you think that the Spanish language students are increasing in the United States since you've been here? You see the interest of the language also increasing in general?
Absolutely. So first of all, just my own experience during the last year and a half, the number of students tremendously increased. The learning Spanish was in demand, so it was high demand to learn the language, and people realized that learning the language online is much easier, more comfortable. They don't need to travel. They can be whenever they want to be. So in one class, you can have a student who is in Florida, another one in Mexico, California, or New York City, and it's more affordable. On the other hand, I just want to make a good point that in our classes, we create the experience. So classes are much more dynamic, and they're a combination of audio, visual materials, online tools, conversation. We're using apps, we are using games, movies. So it makes a totally different experience. That is why I would say people are more interested and they keep on learning and studying Spanish. But I did a research, I just wanted to share something with you. So the most recent research that was published by the Cervantes Institute in 2020, Spanish in the World, says that the number of potential speakers has grown more than 30%, and the group of students as a foreign language has expanded by almost 60%. So the group of potential users of Spanish speakers exceeds 585 million.
Wow.
5 million more than in 2019. We are currently waiting for the most recent studies from 2021, but that is just one number that shows us how rapidly everything is going.
It's incredible. It's really incredible. The numbers speak by themselves. And just to conclude, what is the future of the digital education from your perspective? It's going to be a hybrid. We're going to go only to learn languages digitally. What is your perception and your opinion?
Well, I am completely sure that with this experience that we had last time, and especially in Sunrisa, we are entering a new era, which is going global. because virtual classes existed before, but now we had better platforms and people had already the experience that it will work online. So they like it. When I say global, it means not only in North and Latin America or Europe. I'm talking about Asia, Africa, the Balkans, where I'm from. So I think it will go absolutely global with strong platforms that are comprehensive. On the other hand, the online teaching and digital teaching will help us, and that's what we do in Sunrisa as well, to create a model that is different and that will make you competitive in that field. I truly believe that just paying a lot of attention to every single student, providing a comprehensive packet of materials, tools that they can use online, and tracking them in every single class, not creating just a general curriculum, but literally touching base with the student and teaching them Spanish that they need in their lives will be the new trend. Of course, the sky is the limit. We'll see what happens. I truly believe in this story, and Sunrisa will definitely be there to offer a lot. But as I said, I'm sure that digital, global learning Spanish is the next year, is the next step in teaching Spanish.
Beautiful. It's a beautiful business what you have. But I have one little question. You mentioned before that you are also a language learner. What is the advice that you will give to people who want to learn any language, not just Spanish, but any language? What is required?
Thank you so much, Bisila, for that question. People usually think that you have to have some specific skills, that you have to be predestined to learn foreign languages. My experience is that, of course, if you want to be a teacher, there are certain requirements. But in Sonrisa, we teach people who are businessmen, who are travelers, and what is required is just to believe in yourself and to understand that it is not about the performance. It is about communication and connection. So we don't have to roll the R perfectly. It is not really the big mistake. We don't have to freeze if we miss the article. So start with just communicating, and then a little by little in Sonrisa, we will polish it and give you new tools. So what I think is really to feel comfortable in speaking Spanish, to enjoy it, because as I said, motivation and just trusting that you can do it is very important. And what helped me as well is just feeling the culture. So now we can travel, as I said, globally, virtually. We can, as I said, in one class, you can book a tour and visit La Casa Azul de Frida Kahlo in Mexico, right? Go there and speak Spanish as you were there. Or you can go to Madrid. There are already programs for Spanish learners. So you have everything basically in one class, and it's much easier. So I would just say there is a expression, bacon la onda, or catch the spirit first, and the rest will follow. Yeah. Enjoy.
Thank you so much, Donna. I really, really enjoy speaking with you today. And for all of the people who want to learn a language, listen to her. I think it's a great advice. It's not only about to get it together perfectly, it's about to just communicate and having fun with it and enjoy the culture. So we're gonna leave with that. And thank you for all of your insights and to share with us today.
Thank you, Bisila.